Welcome back. So this is a temperature sensor that I recently repaired for a friend, and all I did was this here. Let me show you. The battery connectors, like a 9-volt battery, that connector had all completely disappeared, so I put a new clip on. That all works fine. In fact, I think we can probably put that back, because I think it will actually work. You can open it up without that. Anyway, let me just put this back there and show you what happens to it. So he said to me, so this guy is a ex-butcher, and he said it was like an air temperature sensor. So there's the thermocouple. You plug it in. So this is handed, I believe, so you've got to go that way like that. Do that, and all you get is one. Doesn't say anything else, just one. Now, if you look on the back, it does say broken TC warning, thermocouple, I guess, 1. So that's not great. Anyway, it went away in storage for ages. He said it was working when it went into storage. I don't know whether it's working now. I'm not sure whether the end there is actually mashed up, whether it should look like that. I don't know. So let's just take it to pieces and have a look. See if we can see anything that is obviously dodgy. I mean, he said it was old, so yeah. So I guess it came from his shop, I suppose. So they've got to keep logs of temperature, environmental temperature, stuff like that, I suppose. So let's see if we can get this open. Oh, it is coming open. Oh yeah. Aha. Oh. Oh dear. That's not great. What's going on there? That's just disappeared. Oh, okay. So this has had treatment before, I think. Looks very strange. Okay, let me just get my glasses and have a look. So is anything broken? Nothing looks broken there, but it looks like it's been a bit bodged. You can see that there's some very thin wires into there. All right, let's just do a quick continuity test. There was something coming back when I tested it earlier, but it was a bit weird. Anyway, let's have a look and see. Oh, these wires are so tangled up. Hang on. Right, so let's put that onto one of those and see whether anything comes through. Test this first. Right, okay. Oh, this is all tangled as well. Right, hang on. Nothing there. Nothing there. Interesting. So there may be a problem with continuity. Let's test the other one. That one's... Oh, there's quite a high resistance there. Maybe it's going through the thermocouple. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Let's put it onto 2K. Interesting. No, it's higher resistance than I would have hoped. Maybe this wire's a bit dodgy. Very strange. Okay. So interestingly, let's just measure the resistance across there. Oh, 9 ohms it was there. Interesting. Okay. Maybe there's just a simple thing like a dodgy wire, perhaps. Let's take the end of this cap off. It looks a bit odd, but it looks like it potentially is serviceable. You know, like you can actually undo the plug, and we'll see what happens in there. Okay. Oh, hang on. Ah, I think this is actually, yeah, tricky. So we've got these out, but I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. That's it. Oh, that's quite cool. Look at that. It's actually, so you can replace the cable. That is really quite cool. You've got to get this bit off, of course. I don't know what that's going to look like. Okay. Let's just, tell you what, let's get in there. So I'm gonna put that on there and we'll test these wires again. Let me get that's out. So that one, nope. That one, no. There's definitely not a there's definitely a continuity there. So I tell you what, if we get a jumper lead, he says, why do they always disappear? Oh dear. Every time I go and find one of these, try and find one of these crocodile clip leads, I've got loads of them. Well, loads, I've got a few of them. There we go. They seem to disappear. Okay, so I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just test that again. So that was on the blue here. So the blue to blue is broke. If we go to the white, make sure that meter's not gone funny yet. Go to the white. Oh, it's falling off the desk. Hang on. Let's put it there instead. So white, it says it's positive. No. I don't get anything now. Is this whole lead dodgy? Maybe this whole lead is dodgy. Right, I tell you what, rather than mess about with that, why don't we get two leads and we put the, I don't know, doesn't, I'll tell you what, to keep some consistency, we've got the red one on there and the white one on the white one. Because there is a plus and minus there. So there is obviously, well, potentially a polarity, but I don't know whether that's true or not. So let us go to that one. So blue, sorry, white goes onto white. And then the blue goes to there. And then, we'll just move this meter out of the way. We bring in the test device. Let's plug him in. And yeah, so you can actually, oh, hang on. Plus, yeah. Yeah, so there is a minus there and a minus there, so that's lined up. Oh, look, 15 degrees. Here's a broken cable. That's all it is. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so that's fixable then. So what we've got to do now is find a decent replacement for this cable. Now the cable looks pucker in that it's one of these sort of springy telephone cord style cables. I haven't got anything like that. But to be honest, does it matter that much? Oh, that comes off as well. Yeah, that whole thing comes off. A whole tin of things here. Yeah, that just pushes through. Okay, so that pushes through. So what I've got to do, oh, that's come off as well. There we go. Is find a suitable replacement cable. It's not going to be squidgy. I don't think I've got anything like that. Or maybe I can chop this up and find a better one. I don't know. I think this whole thing's going to have to come off anyway. I'm just going to chop the thing. And then we'll put that in there as well. And put that out of the way. So it's finding a suitable replacement cable for this. So that just pulls out of there. There we go. So he just pushes in. Now, if I undo this, it might be the case that the cable, what tends to happen with, as I'm sure you know, with cables is they'll break at one end, which means that, you know, you can chop it back and find a working bit. That's what almost certainly what happens. So let's just go on the basis of that. I'm going to pause a second and get the soldering iron on the case, and be right back. I've exposed those wires a bit nicer. Got my soldering iron on. A little bit of solder on here. Okay, I think I might do the other end as well, because they were just bare wires, and I think I'd prefer it if it was had a bit of solder on there, make it a bit more robust. Okay, good. Right, so now we have a look at this one. So this has, I don't think it matters, but let's just keep it consistent just in case. So the brown is connected to white. It wasn't even soldered, it was just, yeah, you can see that there. That's all very nasty. Be very careful, because that wire looks very thin. Right, let's put that there. Yeah. So if I'm not sure this is going to take solder, but we'll see. Be very careful. There's no heat that just flux down there to the couple, thermocouple. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of heat shrink on there. That's probably too much. Put it back a bit. Okay. And so yeah, we were saying that was white. It wasn't a solder connection before, so I didn't think that was particularly good. So once we're happy with that, that can go. I'm not going to melt it just yet, but that'll go with the top there. Okay, good. Right, so let's, before we do anything else, let's just test. So we can actually test it now. So if we get this connector and I believe it was that way round, where you've got white as plus, blue as minus on there. Okay, that's that. Let's get the meter in, the temperature sensor in. Plug it in and see what happens. Minus that, okay. Hey! It's cold in there. Yeah, okay, cool, awesome. Right, so now what we've got to do is we're going to push, let's get this out of the way, and all this stuff out of the way. So much mess. Right, so we're going to move these heat shrink into place and then use a soldering iron just to melt that a bit. Shrink it down. Excellent. Okay. Oh, I'm happy with that. That looks pretty good. Now it's a case of reassembly. So I noticed here that there's actually like a channel thing where this goes into, like to locate. I guess that's how it is. Now, I'll be a bit careful on that one. I suppose that'll be okay. Let's do it. Whoop, steady. So I guess that goes in there like that, and yeah, there's a channel there. So and it locks in. I think, yeah. So it's missing another one of those pieces there. Now there was nothing else that came out. So this has obviously been in the wars a little bit. If you see here, on that side there's like a pin. On this side there was no pin. Unless the pin itself, no, it's all wedged in there. So there should be a pin on that side to hold it. I think it's only a mechanical thing. I don't think it means anything electrically. The other thing is this here. I believe that is a cable strain relief there. Because if I do that there, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to put this on. If you look in, let me get this thing out of the way. If you look in there, there's like what looked like a strain relief, and it's all a bit bent. So I'm not sure how happy it's going to be at me putting this back on. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance there, mechanical resistance in the way. I think there needs to be some way of putting the wire through there somehow to stop it moving. Wow, that's quite that's quite a lot of it makes sense, but it seems to be, tell you what, the other side, that seems to be badly bent, but that's probably going to work in our favor. If you look here, it's actually, there we go, look, it's actually recessed, been pushed back, so that'll work in our favor if we assemble it from the other way, because that will then reset into there. There you go. It's not perfect, but I think it'll work. So there we go. That's a nice little click. So we have a whole bunch of screws. These are screws for that's the wrong screwdriver. These are the screws for the case, the probe case. And the other little screws are for the yellow plastic connector. So we do that, and we do a little bit of that. Okay, cool. So this one, that's been done up. Let's make sure that is actually done up right. I think it is. Yeah. All good. And then this gets crimped by those two little prongs there to hold the end of the plug in place, and then these two little screws. It's great that you've got this facility just to change the cable. It's brilliant. It's proper industrial stuff, you know. It's well thought out. It's a bit, you know, I'm on the factory, I need it now, it's broke, but it's fairly easy to repair. Right, now he says that, this doesn't actually work. Result. It's going to be a little while, I think. I think that was, yeah. I'm not sure about the calibration, but it's showing stuff. So there we go. Brilliant. That's the PROTEC. What is it? PROTEC P9005. P9005. I did look these up, but I couldn't really find much. Cromhill, Milton Keynes. I think this is, well, this is old. This is old school. Anyway, the P9005 thermometer Type K. Nice bit of kit. See you next time. Cheers.